Well, before we get to our first topic today, I want to go to our Washington Stand news desk for a quick look at some of the other issues that we are covering. Here to give us a report is Joshua Arnold, a writer for the Washington Stand. Joshua, thanks so much for joining us today.
Hi, Tony. Happy to be here.
You wrote a piece, commentary piece, commenting on the weekend violence in Los Angeles and Chicago and how these jurisdictions are pursuing policies that cut parents out, and then they wonder what's going on.
That's right. There's tons of video evidence that couldn't be covered up. A mob of about 100 people stormed a gas station in LA and broke in and smashed things and looted it all. Apparently, they left a trail of destruction in their wake at other businesses as well. This was related to illegal street closures, related to illegal drag racing, and a spokesperson for the sheriff's department said that this has been happening pretty frequently. Meanwhile, in Chicago, you had multiple nights where a bunch of teens gathered downtown, hundreds and hundreds of them, in what some are calling a teen takeover. They stood on buses, they smashed car windows. There were even reports of shootings and several people hospitalized either from beatings or from gunshot wounds. And many of the bystanders are saying, you know, why is this happening? Where are the parents?
Well, and it sounded as if the mayor-elect there in Chicago is defending the actions of these youth.
Yeah, it's really hard to imagine how this is happening. He might be trying to cover for the Chicago Teachers Union and others, because what we know is that the teachers' unions in many of the major cities have kind of shut parents out of the process. You know, they're hiding important details about a child's development and life, such as their gender identity at school. They're hiding them from parents, and they're cutting the parents out of the process. Even when parents sue them, or even when children try to commit suicide, they're not telling parents, and that's a real problem. They're turning these children into radical left-wing activists, and parents are being undermined in their moral authority over their children.
Well, we can only imagine that these cities like Chicago, New York, and others are only going to get worse when it comes to youth-led violence. Joshua Arnold, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Tony.